This is Redmond High senior Peyton Stewart. Right now, she's on the basketball court, practicing with the team, preparing for a first-round home state playoff game Saturday as the number 5 ranked team in the state.
I've been playing since elementary school.
But less than a week ago, she was in a singlet, wrestling in the state tournament.
It was a little nerve-wracking, honestly, because I haven't tried a new sport since 6th grade. I've been doing the same 3 sports every year. It was a fun experience, so I love trying new things, but obviously I was going up into a place with girls like state champions, for example. Going to the state tournament was a completely new experience. I've never done anything like that. Just walking into the Coliseum and seeing everyone watching you and everyone looking down on you when you're in the mats is crazy.
While focusing on basketball as her main sport, Peyton also practiced with the girls wrestling team.
It was hard on her. Practices 2 days, she'd go to basketball practice and then come into the wrestling practice, so I'm sure that was a difficult transition, but she kept up with it and did a great job for us.
Despite multiple practices a day, on top of games and schoolwork, Peyton didn't just go out and compete.
She had to beat a girl, though, that she hasn't beat all year, so to get in, and she finally got that done and got in that spot at state.
But had a winning record this season, qualified for state, and helped the Panthers have the best wrestling season to date, claiming the bronze trophy at state during her first and only year as a wrestler.
We made history. That was insane. We've never placed that high. And every girl was working so hard, and you can tell everyone was putting in the work. We had high goals, high expectations.
Back on the court, Peyton is changing her mentality from takedowns to post-ups.
There's a lot to it on top of her daily schoolwork, her energy levels, her bouncing back from practice to practice, and I think that goes back to Peyton's character and her being able to handle this time management wise, but also energy and effort wise. She's always has a great attitude at our practices, and I'm sure she brings the same thing to the wrestling room. So I think a lot of that just comes down to, she hasn't missed a beat in anything we've done. And again, that's a big compliment to Peyton to say, you're taking this huge task on. There's a lot of things where you can maybe see some fallout, and we haven't seen any of it because of her attitude and what she's brought to the table. So it really says a lot about her.
Head girls coach Alex Carlson admits he was hesitant to have one of his players participate in the sport of wrestling while playing on the basketball team, but soon realized there was nothing to worry about.
It's my first year at Redmond, but everything here for me has just been outstanding, with all the coaches here being just really supportive of each other and supportive of Redmond High School and our sports program. That comes down from the top in our AD and our administration here, but it's very exciting because we all want to help each other out. We know we only have so many athletes, so when you have a great athlete like this that wants to take on this challenge, it's neat that you can just say, hey, go for it, and we'll see where you go. And again, I just think the neat thing for Peyton is there's not too many people that could do what she's doing, let alone thrive. I mean, she's going to 2 state tournaments. She's not just completing the task of playing 2 sports, which would be extremely difficult. She's doing it at the highest level. So we were happy to be a part of that. We're glad to see her succeed, and I think it says a lot about Redmond athletics that we have athletes like this that want to do this and coaches that work together to get this done.
A special and rare season for Peyton, one that was earned through hard work on the court and the mats, qualifying for 2 different state tournaments for 2 different sports in the same season. A remarkable achievement.
Expectations weren't too high. Girls wrestling is fairly new, so when you have a girl that's an athlete, we were hoping she could qualify for state and help us win a state title. That's one of the reasons why we tried to recruit her to get on the mat with us, and then she did and did pretty much everything we asked for her.
I expected to go to state for basketball, but wrestling was completely out of the blue for me. I'm so grateful to have such successful teams, and I'm just grateful to be here, kind of going with the flow.
The Redmond girls basketball team is also the Intermountain Conference champions.
These practices that we get to have this week are practices that are earned. Everybody wishes they get a practice and play at this time of year, and we're just thrilled that we get the opportunity to do this. We'll be really ready on Saturday. We're excited to get to have both a boys and a girls home game on the same day. We know the community is going to come out here and support us, and we're really excited to play for them and play for our community and play for our school, and we're going to put our best foot forward, and I think we'll play a great game on Saturday.
Steele Haugen, Central Oregon Daily News.